our final
Yes.
news event of the week. Suicide Squad has reportedly, and I emphasize reportedly, been delayed again.
Yeah.
In a report from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, Warner Brothers has delayed the game from May 26th, and he did not provide a new date that it will be releasing. The report comes a week after backlash from fans over the gameplay reveal that occurred during Sony's State of Play. It's confirmed to have a battle pass and requires an online connection, even for single player. That was also part of the backlash. Schreier noted, however, that delays like this are mainly for polish rather than gameplay overhaul. Although not officially confirmed, information has been provided by a source with direct knowledge on the matter, according to Bloomberg. So that should assume that it's accurate if what they say is true. And this will be the second delay, as it was originally slated to release last year, 2022. So
Yeah.
we just did a whole thing last week, I think, on Suicide Squad and talking about it. So it's kind of, are you disappointed to hear this news? Even though it's a rumor?
I mean, yeah,
he can't even find his words. He's speechless.
He can't even find his words. The disappointment is real.
Okay. Here's what it is. The Suicide Squad, from the get-go, I think there was an expectation. This is the same developer that did the Arkham series.
Yep.
And those games were driven by unique gameplay, interesting story, and enough for you to do that you would always go back. I mean, the Riddler trophies and it was a whole package. There was never you needed to connect to this. It was this one package that you would get with occasional DLC and so forth.
Yeah.
We get to the State of Play, which I watched, and all I could think about was, this is not. I'm speaking for myself, but honestly, this is not what I wanted. I did not, because when you have a studio that's famous, I mean, I'm not saying that they can't deviate from the formula that they're known for.
Sure.
But there was something, my expectation, and these could be wrong, they're just mine. I wanted a game about the Suicide Squad that didn't have to get an internet connection or a battle. Like, I just wanted a game solid. That's all. And the other thing is the polish of the game. Arkham Knight, again, this might just be me, but Arkham Knight looks incredible.
Yeah.
And when I look at this, I go, something's off. Like, I'm not as excited.
Yeah.
There's something I feel. And so now that I get this news, it adds to the disappointment that I've already built up to this point. It's just like, I don't really, it's not something I'm eager to buy. And this just adds to it. Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. There's a couple of things there, Jerry. I'm thinking about, it's
Jerry?
not Batman, of course. It's not Batman. So, you lose that, right?
Right.
But then you've also got the really interesting thing about this game is they, as creators, decided that they wanted to go on a different path. And I think that's actually twofold. Okay. Right. One, battle passes make money. A lot of money.
Still, but those are in multiplayer games, though.
But they're also in multiplayer games. I agree. I think they're trying to jump into it and make that money, but I don't know if it's going to work. I can't say right now. Two, the other thing is that this game was specifically designed as a multiplayer, as not necessarily a multiplayer PvP game, right? We're talking about a multiplayer cooperative game, okay? And multiplayer cooperative games have proven to be great, and they've also proven to be really bad.
Yeah.
We've seen both on the spectrum. But the Arkham games were not like that.
Yeah.
As a creative company, they made some decisions to try something new. As a creator yourself, you know how important it is to push yourself into something that maybe you're not as comfortable with in order to create in a way that you've never been able to create before.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I agree with everything you said, but I will add this. If you're going to go this route, you know the audience that you have cultivated. You know, you already know there's an expectation. You know, for example, NetherRealm Studio makes fighting games in the vein of Mortal Kombat. There's an expectation in there. If out of nowhere they made a game, it was, I don't know, Marvel versus Capcom, you'd be like, wait, what? Like, and I'm all for experimentation and everything, but this just feels that this doesn't feel as though it was centered around what the game is. Like you said, the battle pass makes money. It feels as though those were the ideas before the actual game.
Yeah. Sure. Right.
It feels like that's what they focused on first, as opposed to just, this is what we need to make sure works, and then go out that way.
I think that's the hesitation for most everybody.
Think of it from this point of view. We were talking about it earlier. One of the games you're currently playing, Hi-Fi Rush, was done by the developers that put out Evil Within 1 and 2 and Ghostwire Tokyo. Completely different game than what they have been making. Not something that you would expect to be released from them, because they have cultivated a fan base based on the types of games they were making. I totally can see a game company trying to do something different, but I also see Artogm's point of view, because not only, are they creating a game that's in the same exact universe of their highly popular, Arkham series, but they are taking liberties with things like the Battle Pass that I honestly, on principle alone, I will not support that. I think it's wrong. Put a Battle Pass in a game like that. A Battle Pass should be for games that are free to play, because Battle Pass is a method to earn money. Fortnite is free to play. Battle Pass makes them money. Halo Infinite,
and it doesn't always work either.
Free to
play. Doesn't always work.
Overwatch 2.
Think about
free to play. Rocket League, free to play.
What was there was a mage game that came out. That was actually really cool.
I know what you're talking about. The Spirit something.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this really cool mage game where it was kind of a Fortnite but like magic and wizards and stuff, and you're running around.
Your internet's having some hiccups on us, buddy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it starts with an S. It's Spirit something, or along the lines of those. I think. I know you were playing it on. He's making faces at you guys. For those of you who are listening on Spotify, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But it's so. It's. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta be honest. With the fact that the Battle Pass is there, I did think the gameplay looked fun. And it kind of gave me a Marvel's Avengers vibe. I really loved Marvel's Avengers. Just the thought of being able to play it co-op, and knowing that Rocksteady does have has a solid history of making decent games, has me excited for that. But it makes me question: is this being delayed because they are trying to polish, or is it actually being delayed because they received backlash? The game, people were criticizing the gameplay. They didn't like you're shooting these big giant robots with big purple orbs, and I don't know, people just I know Ryan McCaffrey from IGN was harping on it, and he's said he's going to play, but he's not as excited for it anymore. And honestly, I'm kind of starting to lose some of my excitement for it as well. It's disappointing.
It's also, like you pointed out, it's the universe that they created.
Yes,
that's the other, because if you had said this is being creative, we're not going to touch the Arkham worlds, this is just something we're going to do, okay, that makes sense. There's a little bit more, all right, they're going to go play in a different sandbox and mix, but they went out of the way to say this is the Arkham verse, so your brain automatically goes, there's an expectation to it,
right?
Sure.
And so, but you know what? I'm being harsh on it right now, just based on what I've seen. When the game comes out, I am still going to give it a fair shot. I think it's
sure.
Right now, it's just I don't know what it'll be at the end, to be honest.
Yeah.
Game companies have one chance to burn me, one chance, and then from then on, I'm going to wait until your game comes out and see what other people are saying before I think about buying it.
There you go.